Hello everyone. Hello Luna, you're first in. Yes, we are going to burn. Welcome to Megaflare Monday. Name suggested by Mega Kyle. Usually I would be streaming Mario or Nintendo. But I was a bit naughty and I was playing some Final Fantasy XIV off stream. And I advanced the storyline to something cool. Or rather, I think it's going to be cool. So we have this quest dubbed Lord of the Inferno, and while I'm new to Final Fantasy XIV, I am not new to Final Fantasy. Which means I plainly know who this quest is talking about. Hello, Flame Sergeant. Ah, so you're protag of the Scions. Why, thanks for becoming friends. We're stronger for your assistance. Look at this guy. Look at this guy struggling with his box. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. So, for reference, we met a group called the Scions of the Seventh Son. And they're basically the Guardians. They're a secret society pledged to protect the planet, is what I've gathered. And they help out the city-states of Eorzea. And right now, I'm in the... not quite desert, it's more like a steppe. It's really hot, it's really unpleasant. Elizabeth are to where their man August has been exposed. As they come to a rendezvous point to meet the traitor, will spring the trap. Owing to the clan desk, we can deploy in this small contingent. Every member must count, so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds. Let's make sure it does. Where is this invisible? Oh, it's up there. That's not too far. Oh no, it's another one. Run. She has a Final Fantasy VII bike. She's also level 60. Yes, you can tell it's hot here because of the music. There's a fence there. The insurmountable waist-high fence. Just let me by, Mr. Imp. Oh look, a rotting corpse. They have zombies. Down. Steel Spear is bound to you. I'm going to wait at this destination. Commence battle, Lord of the Inferno. It's going to nerf me for the plot again. Is the bite in place? Our man is in position, sir. It's a Lalafell. I'm going to kick it. Good. We'll make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Oh, hello. Hello there, the Amalja. Oh, you big boys. Go, 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 go! Wow. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. There are many Amalja. It's a trap. Hee hee hee. Ah ha 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 ha. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flames, clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Really? Hard case. The boss kangaroo is driving by the road. Don't hit the boss kangaroo! I can't afford the repairs to the car. Your every move was known to me ahead of time. Hee hee hee. Now, as much as I'd like to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. It's a big fight. Mr. Malcha. Mr. Malcha, your forces are failing. Hold them off, I'll take off these guys. Oh no! There's so many of them. I don't think there is, buddy. I'm a bunny boy. I'm a lancer and I'm working my way up to Darude. think our men are being overwhelmed. Oh no, there's just too many of them. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Oh no, it's a sleep spell. Break him. The rest of you march. Traitorous scum. FF14 or Graveyard Keeper? What? Pardon me. They didn't take my weapon? The Bowl of Embers now accessible. In answer to your question, I honestly couldn't say. I think he'd be more comfortable streaming FF14 unless Graveyard Keeper is actually a really chill game. I don't know, I haven't played Graveyard Keeper. I don't know if the Brits are awake yet. Commence. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno. Your humble service beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Come to me, Ifrit! Hey, buddy. You're looking lankier than usual. Oh, mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhood. Godhead. I feel like it should be godhood. If it pleases you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! Bring those two as well. What's going on? This isn't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No! Spare me, I beg you! Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions, feed my flames with your faith, and all who shall stand against us shall burn. By fire be purged. None of that. Oh, mighty Ifrit. My one true god. They've been brainwashed. Your words are my bread. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? I think they're zombies. Could it be? Your soul already belongs to other? Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed's number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Alright, team, let's go. Oh. Succumb to the Inferno! Never! Hello there! Come on, Ifrit. Let's dance, buddy boy. Surrender thyself to the fires of judgment! Infernal Nail. This I know about. Thy soul shall burn for eternity! Thou art strong, mortal. Braver! Take this! Okay, he's angry now. None of that! Sir! Ifrit! I do like that boss music. That is good boss music. Burn! Burn, you fiery fucker. Well, Square usually does hit it out of the park with their music. Hello there, Crystal. It's a crystal. Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja's zealots. I swear, you seem more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. The Benoy is back. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I expect from the Flames General's handpicked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. Well, let's continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Tripod, shall we say? This way, sir! Nero Tolskava. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Uldan interference into account. You should know better to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read. But I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps. But that is a consideration for another time. You've been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. Allies like that. Beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Oh, they give me a salute, but they don't give me loot. and thus I have returned back to Camp Drybones. Not to be confused with the turtles that you might usually see on my Monday streams. Ah, there you are. Come rest a while. You'll have no better opportunity. Friends. Imalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. No, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may behold a body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you may have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you're good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Get back here, Thancred. Signs of the seventh dawn and the seventh sun. I have been bullied into playing the game. And now I am a bunny. Is this guy always there like that? No, he's just drunk. He's just drunk. We don't have to worry about him. Teleport! That is a very nice can of drink right there. Just the right level of fizziness. Run past the cat. Hey Tartaru, you're gonna actually stand and greet me now. Into the Waking Sands. Bunny run, bun run. Hello there, sires of the seventh dawn. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us of the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the sonar giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Is it dead? My late arrival nearly cost Protag his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner. But I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yet by some miracle he survived. But that doesn't excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can never blame yourself for every... Sup? It's so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I was just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You've done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great. Yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal, Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Uldar. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa, Laminsa, and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. And yeah, the Twitch affiliate backend stuff is time annoying. It really doesn't take too long, it's just annoying, you gotta do it. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here. The stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air we breathe. So ether is the force. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether. Crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. Those cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants their being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give. In order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet, even as a feat took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When you first came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with a primal threat. I trust now you begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. You may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of this respite. You may be sure it won't last long, once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit. I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Minfield neglected to tell you something. Something I think you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom we cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Get a big sword and a red coat and we'll talk. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Fluffy my knees. It was made by a friend. A long-time friend. See, that's my Gridanian ring. Yes. Can't use that. What's this? Haha, slight improvement. Yes, I'm in the process of getting this model converted to live 2D. Might have something to do with your newfound faith. Oh no, I'm going to be scouted. I see 3 people. Help! Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Eden Papalimo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, or rather, you have guests. Yes. Beg pardon! Oh god, there's 3 stooges. Ah, Lady Minfilia. Radiant as always. Am I given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst? Yes, someone is working on my live 2D model. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa Laminsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have had Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all 3 have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of his deeds got spread so quickly. That the immortal flame should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Tartaru, you sold me out. Your reputation precedes you. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine how proud we will learn that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure peace reigns over the 12 woods. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Thank you for the follow. It is much appreciated as I'm pushing on for affiliate. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. For often does she speak of you, Fred. I spoke with her like once. How does the Admiral even remember me? There's the notification. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. See the grand vessel of Limsa Laminsa to the shores of glory. Okay, I'm half tempted to go with the Limsons just because of the pirate pun. And now they're all looking. Lady Minfilia? Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding. Perhaps a brief summary of the situation would help clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Laminsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ulda. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful in your other endeavors. If you're agonizing over which of the grand company's best deserved loyalties, be at ease. The commitments you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I can see that it is no small choice you face. You will, of course, recall that these 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses might ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? With a fine suggestion. You're as wise as you are beautiful, Molly. Okay, buddy, you can't say that. Not in this workplace. I lost 2 fingers for that one. And they just grew them back. And then return here with his decision. I haven't set up that command just yet. I'm still, again, I'm pushing on affiliate. I'm very new to this. We're eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join the Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power. Yeah, I keep a couple of servers, one's for D&D related affairs or tabletop RPGs. And one is a private server. Know that great power is wanted to attract great attention, not all of it friendly. So we wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you'll be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization did not mean leaving another. I hope that we continue to rely upon your aid. 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Rand companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I will have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of the location. Eorzea is changing, and you will have the power to shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tartaru. She will advise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Oh no, I'm going on another tour. Run! That is definitely one of the things. It's almost like Twitch is actively not trying to grow as a platform. Alright, Tartaru. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly. And often. To a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Literally, if necessary. When and where the remembrance services are taking place. Khan A. Senna will deliver hers at Miketo's amphitheater. Next you'll need to go to Ul'dah. To Limsa Laminsa, where Maelstrom Chief, name I'm not going to try pronouncing, will be giving her address. Oh no. They're actually giving me free reign to go in any order. Do you need another drink? Do you need another drink? I didn't think so. That's the person I had to go to unlock glamours and dyes that I still haven't used yet. Look at this chicken. This chicken is looking at me. This chicken is looking at me. I want one. They're adorable. How can you hate chocobos? No one can hate a chocobo. That one was happy to see me. It's a Wook Lamont. It's a Wook Lamont. What is a Wook Lamont doing out here? Intrusive thought to pull on tail. No, I couldn't eat a chocobo, even if I was starving to death. I'm home! In the land of the racist Robin Hoods. Yeah, you're talking to the wrong person to tempt them with nuggies. Nuggies do not tempt me. Heavy steel lance, steel spear is what I have. I'm in the process of talking with someone about getting emotes as well. Like I said, I am very, very, very new. Actually, Boss Kangaroo offer to make some emotes. Like, I'm in the process of setting everything up, it's just getting everything to play out in the right timing. Alright, Kane Senna, give me a voice cutscene, please.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seed Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
I think I've seen these 2 twins before. They are in the intro experience.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelves Wood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest,
Okay, that's a face I didn't need to see.
We rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
I mean, if you've got some ideas, I'm not above hearing them, but I can't guarantee I can act on them.
"5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed. Each waking hour, a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder
I'm happy to
that
hear
our
him out.
unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike.
Yeah, but the Garleans were invading us. They deserved it.
Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood.
I think I've got my X Twitch linked in my bio. If not, I'll have it linked it there shortly enough.
Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania.
Okay, hang on a second. I'll have to update that then.
We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder's standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us
And
to
I've
protect the
just
forest.
added my X onto there. So maybe it might take a minute to update. Not quite sure. Yes. My planet-destroying death cannon. Yes, I left it lying around my bio.
If you'll permit me, Alfie, no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler.
Oh god, I want to punch him.
You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
I want to punch him. I don't like his voice. The Gridanians were unfortunate enough to have to contend with 2 beast tribes. The Exile are unquestionably the more troublesome, being a naturally warlike disposition who want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they've grown aloof. Change was at roughly the time they summoned their primal Ramo. Oh no, not Ramo. The Gridanians have no love for war and they consider open conflict the last resort. Yeah, I don't have 1k followers. I'd be amazed if I had 1k followers. I'd be pretty happy with that. And though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswoods was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. Without restoring the wood and thereby the power of the elementals and put an end to their woes. How long would that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether Gridanians like it or not, soon it will come out to all-out war. And no worries for the follow back. And when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Well, perhaps we will find out if the Elder Seed's words fell on fertile ground. Also, I don't like their outfits. Alright, now we have to teleport to the steps of Naud. Alright. That loaded faster than I was prepared. Alright, so now for this quest, they're saying I have to go to the Royal Promenade. Which is through here. Smiley face. No. It's not through there. But it is. Unless I'm looking at this map wrong. This map is weird. Alright, we gotta run past the dancing cats. Run, just run past the dancing cats. We can make it past the dancing cats. We have successfully made it past the dancing cats. Now for another cinematic. We started this stream off really high with the fight against Ifrit.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanama herself!
And Roban as well.
Oh god.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Oh god, they're ruled by a Lalafell. I can't side with these people.
Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
I thought Bahamut did that. And Bahamut and I are going to have words. In that I'm going to drive a spear into Bahamut's head and tell him to sit down and take a chill pill.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth.
Luna, why are your Garleans doing horrible things to these people? Outside of the fact that they're led by a Lalafell.
We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers, so shall her people.
Trickle-down economics. My god, the concept didn't die in the 80s.
Ja, for Uldar!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Rauban?
Nanamo Ulnamo.
People of Uldar, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
Oh. You're not by fire purged? I know a guy. And I think you'll enjoy him. Especially when he puts the hammer down.
Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
These kids are following me around. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Yes, I am aware of the fact that they worship the primal Ifrit. I put Ifrit down. And judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans are not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smouldering his flames each time he stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. They have been quiet these past 5 years, the Guardians have not gone away. Meanwhile, Refugis continue to arrive in droves, and Uldar has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless. And even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It is observed that the Amalja are summoning back with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their force to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition they cannot well sustain. Small wonders then that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventure of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. And now we go to Limsa Laminsa. We go hear a million pirate puns. It's a pair of Mikote tour guides, wearing glasses. Fiora Rafora. I feel like this is Aurora. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
Okay, the last time someone raised their hand up like that in front of a Crimson Standard, we were told it was bad.
"700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay.
Ah, so it is in fact the city of Shipwreck within Shipwreck Cove found upon the island of Shipwreck.
In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
I reckon the Garleans will contest you on that one.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa.
And then Bahamut laughed at it.
I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive.
Yes, because
Join
Bahamut.
me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
So these guys are just the cool Terrans.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep.
You mean that she's 1,000 times better than Jaina?
But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
We did a collab stream last Thursday local time. It was Pummel Party.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us.
Surrender to the Garleans?
One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port.
Ah, surrender to the Chaos Gods. Got it.
We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt Pirate and Maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming Tempest. Mark ye well. A crew without unity is no crew at all.
Well, depending on how things go, I'm going to raid into you, Luna.
Drowned men.
You can't shoot me, Luna. Bullets only make me stronger. Except when they hit me, then they
brothers
hurt.
and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral.
A random Irish person.
Fancy meeting you again.
You kids are following me around. Stop it. As the ad. As Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first is the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. Oh, Titan. See you later, Luna. As if the beast tribe present were trapped, the Guardians have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Laminson's backyard. And that is to say, north of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Guardians whet their blades and watch. If the Laminsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. And to this end, I expect they shall soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched in a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be about addition to their crew is beyond question. Oh no, I'm getting a phone call. This is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service is now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Have you been following me? Did you send those kids to follow me? Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Alright. So. Put an X in chat if I should join the Forest Dwellers. A Y in chat if I should join the capitalists in their fancy city. Or Z if I should join the pirates and become Monkey D. Bunny, King of the Pirates. And you'll have to endure a billion One Piece references. I'm joking. I won't do One Piece references much. Well, let's see. I have the Robin Hoods who to make people suffer to join the pirates. Luna doing the absolute maximum evil. Wait. You... Nope, she's still standing. I mean, if there was a samurai company, I'd probably just be making Bleach or Rurouni Kenshin references. Welcome back, Protag. Were the Grand Company's leader's words at least as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision once your mind is manned up? Pray great for the Grand Company officers your answer. Oh no.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alizé, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds.
Maybe that's why it needed to be reborn. It kept bleeding.
Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same.
Thank you for the
In
lurk.
time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
Lurking is actually really helpful. Especially because I'm going for affiliate.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Okay. They're all looking at me funny. Stay back. Stay back, you savages. The tree huggers? The rich folk? Or the One Piece? Is the One Piece real, Violet? Is the One Piece real? Well, these guys have the guild that I'm learning from, so I'm going to talk to them first. It's okay. I have spared you the fate of the One Piece references. They have umbrellas. Why do they have umbrellas? Well, I don't have an umbrella, so why should they have umbrellas? You come to the Addersness headquarters. headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adder. Ever we do welcome they who would toil in the elemental's name for the good of our forest nation. I'm here to enlist if you will have me. Ah, might you be the protagonist? Ah, let me gather together the relevant documentation. Sir! Oh no, he's got a spear too. What is it? Report! The Amorosay Spire, sir. Our Highwind Sky with airship has been taken fire from Imperial forces over in the East Shroud. 9 Ivies. Gods, this is not. Gallian occupied territory. But my chicken. I need my chicken. It's named. Ha ha ha! That is funny. Bunny hop jumped over the time. Victory for all rabbits. Muda muda muda. Aha! This way. You there, I require your cheapest ferry. Level 35 Wood Whaler Sentry. Oh yes, this brings back memories of when I was fighting with folks. His storyline had no right being that good this early in an MMO. Alright, there's a Hoglet here. Bye bye Hoglet. Bye bye trees. There's a crystal over there that I don't think I've ever collected. I want it. Hello, Crystal. Come here. Come here, Crystal. Please. Please, Crystal. I need you. I need you, Crystal. Oh. Have I already been to this crystal? I could have teleported here. I'm a dum-dum. Repair my gear, please. I've been fighting Ifrit. I need my gear repaired. Whee! Okay, let's see. It says southeast, which means I have to go past this fungi. There are probably poachers. Oh look, the lemurs are here. Where's King Julian? Ah, that's why I would have picked up the thing. Came here for that. Gall gnats. Hello, new person. I haven't set up that command yet. Haven't set up any of my commands yet. I need to get around to doing that. Time for a battle. An adventurer, what are you doing now? Oh wait, let's find some cover first. The Adder's Nest sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Oh hey, racist Robin Hoods. Peace, friend, we made you no harm. You're an engineer of Garland Ironworks, are you not? We were alerted to your plight and have come to rescue you. And you are the main character, I presume. I was told to expect an honorary servant. My thanks for your aid, friend. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garlon's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They're not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garlon's crimes. Imperial scouts from Castrum Oriens. They mean to requisition the ship. I'm going to attack them. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside. Thank you for the follow, Daria. I really appreciate it. The tiny Bronco, but isn't that the Ironworks' latest creation? First airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. And after years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight, and then she was soaring. She really was. Till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me all. The Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into Garlean hands. We shall strike them, swift and sure, and rescue the engineer Wedge. I trust we can rely on your support. Yeah, sure. Oh, nothing that'll do. May the matron watch over us. With me! Charge! Introduce the name Wedge and Biggs. Ambush! To arms! Now we just need Porkins and we're fine, and we're covered. Attack! Aha! I've broken through the flank. Savages, you cannot stand against the might of the Empire! Reinforcements! What the? They called it a Gundam? That's cheating! Only I'm allowed to have condoms! Take that, sir! Your Gundam was no match for my spear. Biggs! Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications, we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. While you do your work, we shall keep watch over the perimeter. The enemy may yet be lurking nearby. As for you, you have done more than your part today. I bid you return to the Adder's Nest. Complete your enlistment. I pray there will be no further interruptions. When we next meet, let it be as fellow servants of the Order. Just want to say sorry, you know. We're calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the Twin Adder lads, there we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Then give me a mecha chocobo with Gatling guns. witch. Thank you, we're very grateful. Alright, Guardians. Okay, those flies are really starting to, you know, be... They're actually causing shivers. Be free, me. Aha. You know, I tell them to buzz off, but I can't kill that many. He's saluting me. See you returned. Word arrived but moments ago, the team of the 9 Ivies. Lest you worry, the 2 engineers are safely on their way. You were instrumental in the mission's success. Had you not found Engineer Biggs when you did and helped us rout the Guardians, that might have been very different. You were even inducted into the Order. You are well on your way to carving out a fine career for yourself beneath the Twin Adder standard. See your induction. 12 willing, there won't be any further interruptions. But you can access the next class to discuss offer options not only on guild but also new jobs class. Give me my chicken. Praise you of who we are and what we do after blah 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 blah. Both of your own free will. You're forest fireman, I get it. It's the Grand Company of Gridania. Marshal economic technological resources of our nation that we might stand strong in this times of direst adversity when our very survival hangs in the balance. So you're the Minutemen. Got it. Our order was formed in the days before the calamity, in readiness to fight the Guardian Empire and to combat the beast tribes and their primals. Needless to say, our struggle continues to this day. Elder Seedseer Kane Senna is the supreme commander of our forces. Under her wise leadership, we protect the people of Gridania and the sanctity of the 12 Woods. As the entwined servants of grace our standard, let forest-born strive as one with friends from afar to ensure that peace shall ever reign in Gridania. In doing so, we honour the will of the elementals, and theirs is the will of the wood. Give unto us your oath of allegiance in whatever fashion you see fit. My life for the old Seedseer. Kind and gentle soul who holds the welfare of the people of Vols. Your faith in her is well placed. By the power vested in me, I assign you the rank of Servant Private 3rd Class. Men, you are now men of the Order of the Twin Adder. Go forth, and do that which brings peace to the 12 Woods and honour to our name. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She's talking to me. This is Benfilia, an officer of the 12 Adder trying out to contact me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private. I have no doubt you're eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but ask you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though now you're a servant of Gridania, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here with whom I'd very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. All of a friend in need, perhaps. As you're needed, as well shall keep you not. I would have just be with a high-stepping commander will say hello before you depart. He may provide you with assistance on your journey ahead. My little chocobo. Must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for A Realm Reborn. Oh no. Supply improving missions. Provision missions. My little chocobo. Chocobo whistle! An example of your fellow servants. But tell me, have you ever thought as though you could get to your destination quickly enough that you would... Free copies to a pledge releasing now the opportunity to vote various champion alliance which will benefit their members. Okay. But they say I can do some other thing. Sprint! Ah! There's a Moogle! Okay, that's a cool run animation with the spear. Armored Gossa! Well, you missed me fighting E for it. You missed me join the Order of the Serpents because I threatened Violet that if I joined the Pirates I would be making endless amounts of One Piece references. Said I could get the next guild quest, you bastard. Dare. It said I could join the next guild quest? You lied to me, game. Yes, the One Piece was not the One Piece jokes were just not worth the cost. Also, I discovered this animation, and it looks amazing. You see a bunny running at you like this, you know you're dead. Oh hey, Papa Limo. And Ida. Hello, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. Hello, kitty cat. I'm going to pull on your tail because my intrusive thoughts are running out again. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us. Said I wanted you to meet with some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you'd already met. Tartaru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives, but I don't think I'm Biggs. And I'm God's man, spell it out, will you? But Wedge, at your service. Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as keepers of this technology. Needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us two of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. Blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Such fulfillment, such happiness.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papa Limo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Yeah, and how long did that last?
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees.
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Also, don't worry too much about which of the 3 grain companies you join. You can always change later if you change once a month. Speak with Forsay at the Adder's Nest. How do I get this Chocobo issuance? Where do I get the Chocobo instruments from? The Fates, Store Regressions, or Hunting Laws, speak of an company's Quartermaster, go to the Material tab. Ah, okay. The Oracle Google has spoken. Bunny's coming to get ya. Rah! Singer. Who's Singer? Oh, he's down there. Praise the Oracle. I'm feeling lucky. Alright, Chocobo Keep. Give me your finest bird. Yes, everything appears to be in order. I'll be right back with your bird. Behold, my personal chicken. Been in high spirits his past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. You'll want to give your noble steed a name. How do I name my Chocobo? Quick! What do I name my Chocobo? Sir Cause-a-Lot. No, we shall do something worse. Kiryu Chokozilla. Oh no! I can't do underscores. Kiryu-chan. We shall call him Kiryu-chan. Chocozilla still works. Alright, and when I get a robot Chocobo, that's Mecha Chocozilla. Quack. I dare say he liked his name. But they have the last ever century of Chocobo Rider's license as is required by law. I have my little Chocobo. We refuse to enter. You can now summon your Chocobo company Chocobo mount. I have a Chocobo. Hang on. Mount guide. Mount unavailable in this. Oh yeah. They just said I can't summon Chocobos in cities. Eye of the Dragon! Sorry, main quest, you can wait for a bit. There's something I need to do. There is something I must do. It has been a couple of streams in the making. It must be done. It must be done, Arthas. I have sworn to become it. Out of my way, everyone. Yeah, I don't care about your shiny glamour. I'm sorry. I need to go embrace my destiny. Hello, Yuan. Jump! Ah, I dare say you might just be the right man for the job. The Guild has urgent need of a capable lancer for a mission beyond our nation's borders. Hear me out, if you will. Ishgardian friend defected requires our aid. I would have you go and provide that aid. Shuto Ongo Ishgard has kept her gates closed outside. The occasional dragoon on patrol duty is about all folks see these days. The Holy See has never failed to honor her obligation to her allies. It's only fitting that we answer the call and lend what assistance we can. To this end, we often dispatch a contingent of woodwheelers with all haste, but were politely informed they would not be welcome, much to our initial confusion. Sensitive, best handled by individuals who are capable and trustworthy, yet unbound by allegiance. Who fits that description? Same adventurers. Secrecy being paramount, I can provide no details as to the nature of the task. What you know will be revealed at the rendezvous point. By the name of Sir Albrook will receive you upon arrival. Oh. How do I get to Corthus, the Black Shroud? Okay, so I have to go to there. Chocozilla, I need you, buddy. Chokozilla. Do you come here? Yes. Crack! Now let's see. To go to Corthus, I need to go that way. Come, Chokozilla. I think there's a separate quest that I have to do for that. And it uses dynamic music. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom Uwain sent word. Greetings and well met. I am Sir Aldrich Bell, Knight of Ishgard. The Holy See is much obliged for your aid, to you for your aid. Time is of the essence. I shall proceed straight to the heart of the matter. The eye, an Ishgardian relic of immeasurable worth, has been stolen, and we has come this way, so it is that we ask your assistance in its recovery. Estinian. A dragoon sworn to the service of the Holy See. You heard true. The crime was perpetrated by one of our own, an individual in a position of trust and no little honor. Sure that a fate worse than death awaits him upon capture. Little opportunity to travel far beyond the walls of Ishgard. I must confess to a grave ignorance of recent Gridanian affairs. Note the name of Long Draenor, who might have knowledge of routes off taken by Ishgardian fugitives. I would prefer to keep my identity a secret and thus would have you gather what information you can from the man. For you see, Estinian is... But I've already said too much. What matters now is that we find our thief with the eye with all haste. And last night it was clad in black armor. Now go, and speak no word of what I have told you to anyone. What about the guy that I'm interrogating? Can I speak to him? This Guardian, now that's a question here, eh? You aren't putting someone safe to act yourself, are you? North Shroud, what with Gridania being the home of nearly as many Elezen as Ishgard. Come, Chocozilla. Now all I need is mounted combat. And then I can be a dragoon who rides a chocobo into battle. Buddy. Yes, I would toss them on those who would enter our lands by the way of Corthus. Would be different. I apologize. That was a waste of time. Come, Chocozilla. Back to Corthus. I think it's this way. Excuse me, sir. You sent me on a wild goose chase while riding atop a goose. From Florentil's Spire. Sorry, Sally Field Korwa. Get stunned. I obtained serpent seals for doing a thing. I sense the hole. Ishgard is the... Oh, hello! That Ishgard would resort to sending coin-starved adventurers after me. I know not whether to laugh or feel insulted. I want your armor. The eye! It rouses! For another? Preposterous. Our paths shall cross again, you can be sure of it. Oh, I'm level 35 now. A dragoon clad in black, you say? Tell me all that transpired. By the fury that the eye would choose another. And why is this dragoon? It is he who has chosen to possess the power of the dragons of Dravonia on equal footing, soaring the firmament as if it were an extension of the land. That man is known as the Azure Dragoon. The Azure Dragoon is the light of all hope, is the light of hope for all Ishgardians, the paragon of all dragoons. Pay it be confessed that the man you encountered, the thief, is none other than the Azure Dragoon, and it is I was once his teacher. Accountable for Estinian's misdeeds, and mean to do all my power to find him and recover the eye, but I cannot do this alone. I require your hair. I require your hair. I require your help, warrior of light. You who have received the power of the dragon. You may labor to believe it, but there can be no mistake. The soul of the dragoon I bear glows in your presence. Irrefutable proof that you are the chosen. What I can ill explain, however, is the why of it. Never before in Ishgard's long history has the eye roused to more than one individual in a single generation. But it avails us naught to cudgel our brains about it. The fact of the matter is that you are now a vessel for the power of the dragon. The dragon lies yet in slumber, however, and you must needs possess the means to wake it. The soul of the dragoon. I would entrust you with mine. Like Estinian, I once ruled the skies as the Azure Dragoon, although that power has since become lost to me. It was simply by force of habit that I have hitherto kept the soul upon my person. I have no inkling as to why the eye has seen fit to choose a second, and an outsider at that. Yet one thing is clear, none can challenge the Azure Dragoon and conceivably prevail, save another Azure Dragoon. You are our only hope of bringing Estinian to justice and reclaiming the eye. Of course, I do not ask that you do this unaided. I may be a Dragoon no more, but what knowledge I have, I shall gladly impart to you. For indeed, when the time comes that you must face the Azure Dragoon, naught less than complete mastery over the power of the dragon will avail you. That a perilous road lies ahead of you, I shall not deny. Knowing this, if you would still lend me your lance, I will teach you to harness the power that has chosen you. Go forth, my young Dragoon, and rouse the dragon within. I look forward to your return. Armory unlocked. Dragoon unlocked. Action learned. Jump. You can change the job at any time equipping the soul crystal received from this quest. But I'm level 35 now! Lance of Fury. Oh yeah, I have to change into the Dragoon. So which means I have to go here. Hello there! Alright, so before I go doing silly things, let us go test this jump on something. General Kenobi, how's it going? It's my first time playing through it myself. So I am now a Dragoon. And this thing shall be my first practice. See, I can initiate it different ways. And as I am a bunny. That means I can jump even higher. Alright, Ulrich. I have practiced jumping. Undertake a trial. How readily the dragon stirs within you. You show great potential. A potential that may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Estinian is no ordinary dragoon. The legendary Azur's values past, the man is considered second to none, such as his prowess. In fact, the day he was chosen by the Eye, it was proclaimed that Haldrath the Dragon's Eye had been reborn. I mean not to disparage your skills, but to pursue Estinian in your current state would be tantamount to suicide. I shall train you in the way of the Dragoon, that you may face Estinian as an equal. Edified regarding our origins, it began a millennium past when our forebears resided in the southern plains in humble circumstances. The Fury, impressed by the spirit of her ancestors, decided she make them her own. So did she appear before Haldrath's sire, a man of courage and integrity named Thordan, and bade him lead her people to the promised land. To what would become the great nation of Ishgard. I do like it. It took, similar to lots of MMOs, it takes a while to get into. Their journey brought them to a wide chasm. Whereupon Thordan and his people set to building a bridge. It is then that the dark shadow descended upon them, the great worm, Nidhogg. Heedless of his own safety, Thordan fiercely charged at the colossal beast. Alas, he was pushed into the chasm by one of his own. A man seduced by the worm, and fell to his death. Taking up his slain sire's lance, Haldrath hurled himself at Nidhogg, even as tears streamed down his face. The confrontation ended when the young man's hand, guided by her alone, landed a mighty thrust that prized out Nidhogg's eye. Terrible roar of pain, the great worm took wing and fled, while jubilation reigned below. Ishgard's priceless relic is none other than the eye taken from Nidhogg that day. It is a veritable wellspring of dragon power. Even so removed from its owner, it can exert control over the hearts of men. Haldrath himself felt its malign influence, but his love of justice brooked no corruption, and he prevailed over the power, claiming it for his own. And so it was that the first Azure Dragoon was born. Being derived from our foe, the power of the dragon is a thing to be loathed. But as hell doth prove to us all, so long as our hearts burn with justice, we need not fear being taken in its thrall. But what is justice? Precisely, justice assumes many shapes and forms, and none can say that one is greater than another. As long as you hold fast to your beliefs and stay true to yourself, you leave no room for the power of the dragon to master you. But enough of history, let us return our attention to the present. A knight by the name of Sir Brucemont will see to the next stage of training. Seek him out at Witch Drop. Where's he gone? Oh, it's just up there. Oh, up there is a bit of a hike. Well, I'm going to call that there for this stream. I've been going for a couple of hours now. I have unlocked a Dragoon. I have defeated Ifrit in single combat, assisted by 3 NPCs. Well, yes, it's where they dropped witches so they could weigh them against ducks. Let's see here. Who can we raid out into? Because we should always raid out into someone. Let's raid into Luna. Yes, yes, yes. Anyhow, thank you for tuning in if you tuned in. Thank you for watching later if you watched later. And until next time, this is Con Cybot 1 signing out.